Hey everybody, it's Joe with Joe Knows Cryptos. Alright, here's today's update. Got some news on Genesis Vision. Some of you may have already heard, but it's positive news. So we did hear about a week and a half ago that their platform wasn't going to be available for U.S. traders, at least yet. The SEC has to review it, and they have to be approved for that before they can work with U.S. customers. That was the news that came out, and that was when the price kind of dropped a little bit, and I think people were doing some profit taking. But the latest news is they are going to announce on October 30th, the day that their platform opens, that they will have something for U.S. investors, and it's kind of something they're gonna just kind of let out on that day. It's gonna be like a surprise reveal type of thing. So that's a good thing, meaning that there will be U.S. money coming into GVT. How exactly they're going to do it, what exactly they have in mind, I don't want to say. Maybe they'll have some type of either a separate platform or some type of a block on their platform for U.S. investors that won't let them invest in certain things that the SEC says they can't. Or maybe they'll have a separate altogether platform for just U.S. traders, or maybe it's something totally different altogether. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on October 30th to see what that is. But just to know that there's going to be U.S. money also coming into GVT, it's a big deal, because as we all know by now, because I say it in every GVT video, there's not many GVT tokens, and it doesn't take many people buying it to make the price go way up. So we've seen good price appreciation here the last few days. I checked it today; it was up to 1480. That's awesome. And guys, I mean, like I said, they don't need to sell many of these tokens for this price to just keep pushing up. I'd love to see some more money come into the market in general. We're still sitting right around 209 billion. It kind of fluctuates up and down, $2 billion either way. So if we actually had more money coming into the market, man, we'd really see GVT. It would be flying to be over $20 by now. I'm sure of it. But so that's good news coming out on GVT. On top of it, on top of all the other great news they have coming out in November as well. So I did have someone ask me if they thought it would be a good time to sell, do a little profit taking now, because normally, these stocks or tokens, whatever you're investing in, they normally will go up when news is released that something good is going to happen, and then before the actual product or the action takes place, a few days before, there's usually a sell-off. But I told this person that I'm personally going to hold on to GVT. If it was a token, a crypto that had a billion tokens, I would probably think about selling it. But seeing that there's so few tokens, and if their launch is successful, and they did a smart thing by having this contest for brokers as well to get a lot of people involved. Now, if this contest was successful and they brought in a lot of brokers, and these brokers have a lot of clients, I mean, GVT could just fly. It could go off the chain. When their platform actually opens, it can just go crazy. We won't know that either if if this contest was successful or not. But then we've got the news again that they are holding the world's largest Forex seminar, and I believe that's going to be in England in November. So that's huge marketing campaign coming out. Their mobile app coming out for trading. They're just they're going nuts, and hopefully their price will do the same thing. All right, now I want to get on to my other two crushers of the month. So GVT was my crusher of the month for October. So far, so good. I think everybody's happy. Again, I don't give I'm not a financial planner, so technically this is not financial advice. just my opinions. But I'm gonna be taking some of my money and I'm gonna be putting it into Cardano ADA. It's a great time to get in. I think it's down a little bit today. It's at about 7.6 cents, I believe. So the price is low, lowest it's been in a while, and they've got their huge release where they're partnering up with almost like a PayPal type of company, and that's going to be live. That's going to go into effect November 30th, I believe. Imagine if somebody hooked up with PayPal, how huge that is. This is a big deal for Cardano, and this is going to drive the price up, in my opinion. And now I think is a good time to get in anytime, in the next few days. It should see great appreciation. The other one is Ethereum Classic. I recommended both of these about a week ago, so I was early with those recommendations because, like I said in that video, you can go back and watch the video if you want to find out more about what's going on with Ethereum Classic and Cardano. This is just going to be a brief rundown again on my two crushers for November. So Ethereum Classic is going to be launching and being available for the Internet of Things. And Internet of Things, there are a few other companies that are in it, but Ethereum Classic has the backing of Ethereum. They have the platform of Ethereum, and they are going to be the first ones, as far as I know. You can comment below if you know different. First one that will be available for the Internet of Things. And being the first in is always important. First in gets you the customers first. The customers like what you do. They're not going to change. They're not going to move away from you if you make them happy. And this is a big deal for Ethereum Classic. So I see Ethereum Classic making some big moves here. If you don't know what the Internet of Things is, it's pretty much the connecting of everything through internet. Your car to your alarm system at home, to your thermostat, to your refrigerator, to pretty much anything can be connected to the internet that's electronic nowadays. And it will let you just through your phone apps make changes to things. If you need to order food online, your refrigerator will actually be able to tell you what you're low on, if you're low on milk or eggs. And a lot of this food is going to start to be ordered through the internet, through the grocery stores, and you're just going to go there and pick it up already packaged and bagged for you, and it's going to be paid for automatically through maybe Ethereum Classic or another crypto. Rumor is everything is going to be pretty much going through Bitcoin and Litecoin, since they are the main, most trusted blockchains. So you may have your Ethereum Classic, that your refrigerator, is connected to the Internet of Things and says, hey, you're short on milk and this, that, and that. You want me to go ahead and order it? You click yes on your phone. Okay, confirmation. You pick up your groceries today at 5:30, and the total was, 10 Ethereum Classic. The Ethereum Classic will be paid out in Litecoin to the grocery store. So that's how, or Bitcoin, either one, whatever one the grocery store chooses. And that's basically how Litecoin and Bitcoin are going to be used on a daily basis without you even knowing it, even when you're using other, cryptos. Same thing when you do charges with your credit card that's going to be connected to cryptocurrencies. You may choose to buy in, Tron, and since Tron is an actual coin, there's only a few cryptocurrencies that are actual coins. Most of the other ones are tokens. The difference between a coin and a token is something that has to be mined to be produced. So you hear of Bitcoin miners, Litecoin miners. So right now Ethereum is also mined, but that's going to be changing shortly. So they're not going to be mined any longer, from what I understand. So anything that's mined is going to be an actual thing that the tokens are going to be converted into after sales, and that the companies are going to want to have. And it's basically it's Bitcoin and Litecoin. So that's why it's very important to own Bitcoin and Litecoin as well. Not just because, the more Bitcoin we own, the more it's going to drive up all of our cryptocurrencies, but because it's being built as the main money system for anything that's going to be bought and sold. It's going to be converted into either Litecoin or Bitcoin. And as far as Charlie Lee, the creator of Litecoin, who also helped with Bitcoin, his whole philosophy is that when you store your money, it's going to be in Bitcoin, and when you do smaller purchases, buy and sell in stores and things, are going to use the Litecoin. And then when it's converted, when the Litecoin is transferred into, say you buy something with Tron, it's converted into Litecoin, you're going to have a wallet that you're going to spend with, on your daily purchases, which will use Litecoin. And then if you have a savings, it's going to be converted into Bitcoin. So, basically that's how I understand it as of now. And this isn't just, it's going to be for everything, everything that's bought and sold in the world. So guys, I'm telling you, this is the bottom. This is a great time to save your nickels and dimes and throw them into cryptocurrencies. Like I said, I don't think we're ever going to see these prices this low ever again. And once they catch on, you're going to be kicking yourself, because prices are going to be so expensive. To buy a GVT, you might have to pay $1,000, and right now you can get it for $1,480. Bitcoin you can get for $6,500. It's going to be over $100,000 probably, in the near future. Litecoin you can get for $52. It's going to be over $1,000, I would say, easily in the near future. Once these things actually fall into place, the Lightning Network is fully functional, Fidelity backed, all these NASDAQ and all these companies start getting in, and it's probably all going to happen at once. And it's going to become affordable practically overnight. It's going to make a lot of people rich overnight that are already in cryptos, that have been hodling and stockpiling and adding positions when they can. The little guys who have been just kind of chipping away and putting $50 a week or whatever they can afford, $100 a month or whatever, into cryptos. And there's going to be a lot of people on the sideline who don't even know what the heck crypto is, and they're going to be like, yeah, what's this crypto? I guess we need to get this, because this looks like what's going up in value and where the future of the money and markets are. And hey, you already got yours at the cheap prices. So if you've been buying, keep buying, guys. It's just a matter of time, and it's all going to happen. And I think it's going to happen fast when it does happen. Right now, I just think it's going to be a slow and steady creep up until these things start to get approved, and then it's just going to go crazy. And that's my opinion, guys. Love you. Peace out. Have a great night. Kiss your wife, hug your kids, and pet your dog or cat. All right.